A massive swimming pool and a new record aren't the only things that made the training for Avatar: The Way of Water so fascinating and grueling. Let's dive in. Audiences have been ready for another adventure on Pandora for over a decade, and director James Cameron is more than happy to oblige. The Way of Water is finally here. 13 years after the original Avatar became the highest-grossing film in history. The 3-hour epic sees Jake Sully and Neytiri's new family fight back against dangers from the past with the help of some new allies. Bringing Avatar 2 to theaters became a monumental effort for Cameron. Years of writing and delays pushed filming on the sequel to 2017. At that time, the notable filmmaker put together some of the industry's most cutting-edge techniques and visual effects to bring his vision to life. He also introduced some unique production aspects that would push the Avatar cast to their limits. One of the most demanding challenges for the cast came in the form of a giant tank that could hold over 250,000 gallons of water. Measuring over 30 feet deep, this enormous set provided the perfect environment for aquatic motion capture suits. The tank gave Cameron the ability to control every detail, something he couldn't do in an ocean setting. The Way of Water shoot went beyond the scale of any previous project and required the cast to be prepared for anything. Lead actor Sam Worthington decided on an intensive training regimen. He spent a year with Navy SEALs, which helped him develop abilities crucial to spending long periods underwater. Despite the stressful environment, the actor found a helpful way to stay calm. Worthington told Extra, "My trick was to forget how deep I was, forget that I was running out of air, and just do my job."
Let's get it done.
Cast members would have to be in the water for upwards of 15 or 16 hours, but they were not alone. They were joined by teams that specialized in freediving safety, in addition to all the camera crews. It may have seemed dangerous for Worthington, but Cameron was committed to everyone's welfare. The actor said to Empire, "Cameron is never going to put us in trouble. He's done enough missions that he understands that this was kind of a mission-based approach to filmmaking." Co-star Kate Winslet also found herself diving into potential danger in her new role as Ronal of the Met Cayena. She pushed the limits of breath-holding during film production, spending over 7 minutes underwater and breaking a record previously held by Tom Cruise. Worthington, Winslet, and the other Na'vi actors had to overcome some surprising challenges in the Way of Water, showing some serious devotion to their characters in the process. Doing extended takes underwater meant the cast had to balance the demands of a screen-worthy performance with the all-too-real fears of drowning. Worthington said it was a particularly scary experience while speaking to reporters during the film's international press tour. Some of the more notable moments in The Way of Water include scenes that focus on Jake Sully's relationship with his sons. Worthington described the lack of communication between Jake, Neteyam, and Loak as heartbreaking, and the addition of an element of danger only raised the stakes in each emotional moment. Worthington told GQ, "It's hard enough to do on land, and we put it underwater where your oxygen is depleting, and it's kind of risky. But that's what Jim Cameron's good at." For Cameron, staging an underwater scene is like staging a dance.
It's almost like choreography. We're figuring out the choreography.
For Worthington, though, Cameron's approach is geared toward two groups, audiences and creatives. The former has benefited from decades of Cameron creations, ranging from Titanic to Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Now, Avatar: The Way of Water is pushing new boundaries in on-screen technology. To make the most of it, the filmmaker used these extreme methods to create visuals that are winning rave reviews, and quite possibly more box office records.